The day Haaland shined on the pitch, scoring 5 goals in a crucial match, was simply stunning. This happened on March 14, 2023, in a face-off between Manchester City and RB Leipzig during the second leg of the Champions League round of 16. In the first leg, the match ended in a 1-1 draw, and now playing at home, City needed a win to move forward in the competition. For that, Guardiola's squad boasted a powerhouse lineup, including players like Foden, Gundogan, Grealish, De Bruyne, and Erling Haaland, who can pull off mind-blowing feats when he's in the zone. This was yet another chance for Haaland to dazzle on the field and showcase his football to the world. When the ref blew the whistle to start the match, it kicked off with a frenzy. Just 2 minutes in, City launched a blistering attack with De Bruyne, charging down the right flank and sending a pinpoint cross into the box. Gundogan, strategically positioned and unmarked, received the pass and unleashed a powerful first-time shot towards the goal. However, the connection wasn't the best, and the ball soared too high, flying over the crossbar. Gundogan's frustration was clear on his face after missing that golden chance. Now, it was Haaland's turn to step into the game. Around the 10th minute, City sparked an electrifying attack with a long, spectacular pass from Ake to Haaland. The Norwegian striker sped past 2 defenders with his remarkable speed, controlled the ball inside the box, and went one-on-one with the keeper. But the opposing keeper, quick to react, advanced and pulled off a crucial save to keep the score 0-0. As time pressed on, City's pressure ramped up. At the 17th minute, an example of this pressure resulted in a critical error from the opposing keeper, who, under siege, launched a disastrous pass that, deflecting off his teammate, went out for a corner. Following that, the corner was taken with a tense cross into the box, where the ball pinballed off several players before reaching Haaland. The Norwegian attempted a shot, but his effort was swiftly blocked by the defense, which managed to clear the danger. However, the play didn't end there. VAR stepped in, reviewing an incident where a Leipzig player handled the ball amidst the scramble. After checking, the referee pointed to the penalty spot, granting Manchester City a prime opportunity to open the scoring. This was the perfect moment for Haaland to notch his first goal of the match. Go, player! Before you keep watching, don't forget to smash that subscribe button on the channel. The Norwegian striker positioned himself with intense focus to take the shot. With the ref's signal, Haaland unleashed a low and powerful kick with his left foot. The opposing goalie, although he guessed the right side and dove correctly, was beaten by the strength and accuracy of the shot. As the net swayed, Manchester City fans burst into celebration, thrilled with the lead on the scoreboard. This decisive goal from Haaland not only lifted the spirits of the fans, but also signaled the start of a night that promised to be truly magical for the young phenom. Haaland then started getting hyped, and when that happens, he's hard to stop. Right after the goal, around the 23rd minute, Manchester City quickly intercepted an opponent's pass and launched a blistering counterattack. Haaland skillfully set up the ball for De Bruyne, who blasted an extremely powerful and accurate shot from outside the box. The shot exploded against the crossbar with such force it almost split the goal in half. However, the ever-alert Haaland didn't miss the chance, and seizing the rebound, headed precisely toward the goal, sending the ball straight to the back of the net. This second goal by Haaland, scored in such a short span, left coach Pep Guardiola and all Manchester City fans ecstatic, witnessing the incredible ability of the Norwegian phenomenon to capitalize on chances and master the art of finishing successfully. Around the 30th minute, Manchester City launched yet another electrifying attack, this time with Grealish sliding a precise pass to Haaland, who was ready in the area. The relentless Norwegian striker didn't hesitate and unleashed a powerful shot toward the goal. However, this time, the opposing goalie showed sharp reflexes and made a spectacular save, thwarting Haaland's attempt and keeping the score unchanged. Until that moment, Manchester City had absolute control of the game. However, at the 34th minute, a critical passing error by Rodri deep in the defensive area nearly cost dearly, giving the opposing team a golden chance to score. Although the mistake didn't lead to a goal, the look of shame on Rodri's face was clearly visible. Meanwhile, Haaland was determined to score a hat trick in the game as the first half neared its end. In stoppage time, City earned a crucial corner. The cross was perfectly delivered into the area, where Ruben Dias, strategically positioned, outjumped the opponents with a powerful leap and headed the ball forcefully and accurately towards the goal. The ball sliced through the air, smacking against the post and then dramatically traversing over the goal line. In a moment of peak tension, a Leipzig defender made a desperate attempt to prevent the goal, but as he tried to deflect the ball, Erling Haaland, ever vigilant, intervened at the crucial moment to ensure the ball found the back of the net. The celebration was intense, with Haaland and Ruben Dias sharing a moment of mutual recognition for each other's efforts, each pointing at the other in gratitude. This hat trick by Haaland, achieved still in the first half, underscored his incredible ability to position himself perfectly to capitalize on every scoring opportunity, making the night a true showcase of his phenomenal talent. Shortly after, the referee blew the whistle to start the second half, which kicked off even more frenetically. Right at the 48th minute of the game, City initiated an attack with Gundogan passing to Grealish inside the box, who, surrounded by opponents, decided to return the ball to Gundogan. With the ball back at his feet, Gundogan dribbled past a defender and created space to unleash a powerful and precise shot towards goal. The opposing keeper tried to make the save, but the shot was so powerful that it overwhelmed his reflexes and nestled into the net. This fourth goal for Manchester City in the match further widened their lead, virtually guaranteeing their progression to the Champions League quarter-finals. Manchester City was totally dominating the game and soon threatened again. De Bruyne advanced down the right flank, whipping a sharp cross towards the center of the box, trying to connect with Haaland. However, before the ball could reach the Norwegian striker, an opposing defender launched into a dramatic slide, intercepting the cross with precision and sending the ball out of play, neutralizing another dangerous attack from City. Haaland was ruthless. He wanted to humiliate his opponents that night. Right after winning a new corner, Manchester City executed another spectacular play with a piercing cross into the box. The ball soared over everyone, finding Bernardo Silva strategically positioned on the left. With a subtle header, he redirected the ball to the center of the area. At that exact moment, the towering Norwegian Erling Haaland, with his impressive 6 feet 4 inches height, rose above the defenders, connecting with the ball with a header of extreme force and accuracy. Despite the opposing goalkeeper reacting with quick reflexes to save the first header, the rebound fell perfectly at Haaland's feet, who, without hesitation, fired a powerful shot that almost tore the net. Manchester City fans exploded in euphoria, amazed by Haaland's almost supernatural ability to score goals. With that fourth goal in the game, Haaland was now just 1 goal away from equaling Messi's record of most goals in a single Champions League match, leaving the crowd on the edge of their seats, eager to witness history being made. But Haaland was not yet satisfied. He wanted to make history and break records. Shortly after, at the 56th minute, Mahrez fired a long-range shot towards the goal that seemed more like a cross. The ball passed everyone, and the goalkeeper managed to save it by parrying. However, once again, Erling Haaland was positioned in the right place at the right time to take advantage of the rebound opportunity and kick the ball towards the goal, putting it in the back of the net. At that moment, the stadium erupted in euphoria, with all players rushing to embrace Haaland for just having achieved a historic feat. On that day, March 14th, 2023, Haaland had just equaled Messi in the biggest goal haul by a player in a Champions League match. An impressive feat, especially considering that the Norwegian striker was only 22 years old. Haaland was at the peak of his game, ready to break the historic record of most goals in a single Champions League match. However, at 62 minutes, in a move that surprised everyone, coach Pep Guardiola opted to substitute him, likely to preserve him for future challenges. Although Haaland seemed dissatisfied with the decision, his exit from the field was marked by a spectacular scene. The entire stadium stood up, applauding vigorously. The fans spared no praise, giving a standing ovation to the phenomenal talent of the Norwegian star, acknowledging his stellar performance, even with the game still underway. With Haaland's departure, the dynamics of the game changed, giving Leipzig a chance to breathe. At 78 minutes, the German team stepped up their pressure on City's ball exit, managing to regain possession in the opposing field. Andre Silva, finding himself in a promising position near the box, didn't hesitate and attempted a direct shot at goal. Unfortunately for Leipzig, Silva's shot did not find the target, passing close to the post and out for a goal kick. This move was one of the few moments of danger created by Leipzig throughout the entire game. Despite the substitution of their main striker, Manchester City did not slow down and continued to press. In stoppage time, in the final moments of the match, Kevin De Bruyne took the lead in the attack. With confidence, he risked an audacious shot from outside the box, aiming at the opposing goal. De Bruyne's shot was not just powerful, but extremely precise. The opposing goalkeeper stretched to his limits in a desperate attempt to intercept the ball, but the ball nestled into the net. This spectacular goal by Kevin De Bruyne sealed a devastating 7-0 victory for Manchester City over RB Leipzig, a monumental score that not only humiliated the opponents, but also ensured City's triumphant passage to the next phase of the tournament. Erling Haaland became a living legend on a memorable night, scoring an incredible 5 goals in one of the greatest individual displays in Champions League history. These goals not only contributed to one of the biggest routs in a single match, but also reinforced reinforced Manchester City's victorious campaign in the competition. Thanks to Haaland's phenomenal impact throughout the tournament, he emerged not only as the top scorer, but was also named UEFA's Player of the Season, solidifying his reputation as one of the great names of the next generation of world football.